There was a comment about masks. This sounded a bit more culturally pointed.
Yes, it touched on perceived double standards. He drew a contrast.
What was the comparison?
He said something like, when they picket in front of Harvard wearing masks, nobody complains.
And it's sort of funny when people picket in front of Columbia, in front of Harvard, and they have masks on, more than masks. I mean, you can't see anything. Nobody complains about that. But when Patriot, who works for ICE or Border Patrol, puts a mask on so that they won't recognize him and his family, there's a problem with that.
But when a patriot who works for ICE wears a mask so they won't be targeted, they have a problem.
So protesters wearing masks versus an ICE officer wearing one for safety?
Exactly. And then he linked it directly, saying, this is the problem with the Democrats.
Yeah.
They have a lot of bad things going on in their heads.
Okay, so he's pointing out what he sees as hypocrisy, a double standard based on who is wearing the mask and why.
That's the core critique, that the reaction isn't consistent, that it depends on the politics or the perceived group identity of the person wearing the mask.
And he frames it as a specific political issue tied to Democrats, suggesting a bias against law enforcement or maybe certain kinds of patriotism.
That seems to be the implication, that there's a selective acceptance or condemnation based on underlying political viewpoints.